Okay, we just left dock. Just say goodbye to newfound friends. Always a little bit teary. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's only in 1 week, but such intense friendship and kinship.
Morning and happy Mother's Day. Lowell here, Pacific Solo and the Never Too Late Academy. When my friends Tyler and Julia of Sailing Ramona invited me to join them in Hawaii for the second part of their Pacific crossing to Japan, I leapt at the opportunity. It was a dream come true. Finally, I could realize this childhood dream. Little did I know the story that would unfold, the twists and turns, and how fate would bring us to an island where, in fact, it would remind me of my mother and I'd be able to do something special for her. So enjoy, watch, like, and subscribe. Thanks. See you at the end.
Country boy crossing the finish line in 4th place. Thanks, guys. So many things on a boat, you know? So many tools, so many different unique things. Yeah. Trying to see if we got a way to hang this guy. All right, Lowell, let's try a bit more. Okay.
Hey, we're about to push off. Julia's having last chat with Nikki, who's been a great help to us. Mark is signing the log. He's been a great help to us, both in numerous ways. And it looks like a nice morning for departure.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Grab that. Okay.
N-I-K-K-I. Okay. And that is my name. No, people go, oh.
There you go,
Nice.
Captain. There's your log.
Nikki. Our first guest signed our book as we're leaving. We probably should have brought it around to all the people here that touched our lives, but you know, better late than never. And now we gotta get going.
Okay.
Excuse we can stay longer, anyone? We are trying to turn our big full keel boat around that doesn't like to turn like all these racing boats do. So we're gonna try to do a little U-turn here.
She's done it.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank
Be
you.
well. We'll see you in Japan.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Nikki.
Of course.
It was beyond a pleasure. Be well.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So long, friend.
Yeah. Hold on. Best of luck on your journey back.
Okay, we just left dock. Just say goodbye to newfound friends. Always a little bit teary. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's
Oh, you made,
because yeah, they, you know, you only in 1 week, but such intense friendship and kinship.
How you feeling, Tyler?
Sad.
Me too, a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to
Like
leave.
a lot.
Yeah. So it was sad to leave California, and just as sad to leave Hawaii. And we've only been here 10 days, and we made so many great friends. And yeah,
And it was such a special place, this
Yeah.
marina.
yeah, I didn't want to be completely frank, I didn't want to come to Honolulu. I thought, it's a big
Yeah.
city. We don't want to come here, but I am so happy we did. Yeah. It was beyond our expectations. What a beautiful place and beautiful people. I kind of want to tell Lowell to just get a ticket back to Japan so we can find jobs here. I considered it, but it's just, yeah, we want,
Permanent residency.
yeah,
That's your permanent residence.
that's like the only thing, to be honest. If it, you know, because I was thinking about Kirk and what he did, you know, and I thought if we had had our permanent residency right now, we would 100% have stayed here for a year.
right. Okay, Japan's that way. There's the last marker of the channel. So what's up, Captain?
Well, we failed to leave. We're heading back to port. There was a few things we realized very quickly. That one, Lowell has no way to connect himself to our boat, and me as the captain neglected to confirm that.
And I neglected to bring my tether with me.
Yeah, we all made assumptions, and that never works out well. And then we also we have 2 foreigners on board that may have to check out of the country. Julia's looking into it right now.
So what's happening, Captain?
We are trying to get our exit papers for Hawaii, which we may or may not need, and it's a bit of a chase to find where it is. The supervisor was a bit strange, but actually it's quite easy when you just get the address. So we're on our way there now.
And we got a driver,
Yep.
fellow sailor, boat owner, adventurer, former fireman, Connie's lover,
Ooh, that's a good thing.
and we got the first mate in the back there.
5-9. Call sign.
Call sign is not in
Yeah,
here,
it's on the other document.
but I put it in the car. WD P4.
Moments away from our second attempt at departing. We're feeling better today. We got our gear, we got our paperwork, we got the boat. It's a little bit more ship shape. Some small things that I didn't have time to do before we left, and things that bothered us on the way here we've addressed. Be good. We're trying to take our time today. Last time we said we're going to leave at the crack of dawn, and we did, and it didn't work out. So this time we're leaving when we're ready.
Yeah,
How do you feeling, Lowell?
yeah, great. And the extra 2 days is not only will we solve some important issues, but the pilot berths are more and more like a capsule hotel. Okay, we're leaving the Hawaii Yacht Club. Leaving land for the last time. Superhero Mark is here to help us.
Mark, you're thinking 40 days?
That's what I said.
40, okay. Let's do our bets. What do you think, Lo?
The number 38 popped in
Right.
to my head.
238.
I say 36.
Julia wants the strong winds again.
The feeling of gratefulness is way bigger than the feeling of sadness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a lovely way to put it.
Thank you. How are you doing, Lo?
Doing, right at the moment, doing okay. I puked twice so far.
Did you expect these big seas?
I did expect there to be big seas because it's the Pacific. We're confused as well.
Yeah.
And there's certainly deeper troughs than when I went to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Burning your sea legs.
certainly in the top 10 people in my life.
Wow, thank you, Lowell.
Seriously.
I appreciate that, and we'll get you we'll get you safely to land and figure out what we're gonna do. But yeah, I just want you to not be heaving on the boat for
Being alone, I just jump out of it, but it's
no, it makes sense. No, it's not. I think it wants to do that.
This could be the last sunset of this particular passage.
This particular passage definitely is.
Well, with this crew, it looks like the last sunset.
Yeah, today's passage is ending today. This crew are regardless. We're all going to shore. We just arrived at the marina in Kauai. We have my two crewmates here, broken on the dock. One seasick and one sprained her ankle docking the boat. That actually is a really nice dock. I think it's new. Yeah, I read online they said like docks destroyed, don't go here or something was one of the notes in the thing. So I was a bit like, uh-oh. And then the lady on the phone said, oh yeah, we don't have any of those because they're broken. But they look pretty darn good to me. How you feeling, Julia? Worse? Alright, well, if we have to, we can go to urgent care or something.
Okay, we're about to push off from Port Allen. Essentially, this is a condemned marina. They've asked Tyler to move Ramona Ray. It'll be about 4 or 5 hours. It's coastal. A few gnarly points for currents and stacking waves. But it will also likely my last passage on Ramona Ray. Also, I'm doing something quite personal today to remember my mother and my dog who died the day I arrived here. My mother loved this island. I was going to lay her to rest and have my own memorial in the middle of the Pacific. That's not going to happen. Next best thing, on an island that she and my father loved to come to, and my brother Brent and his bride Tracy came to on their honeymoon. My mother loved Skylie, so I'm going to do a little ceremony as we pass around a particular point for my mother and my dog. And I guess in some ways, this is also marking the death of a dream.
My mother, Gigi, was a great inspiration to me, and she was one of the primary motives for me to want to sail across the ocean and have her greet me at the other end. I just wanted to put a smile on my mother's face. She passed away and last year, but she's always been my inspiration. I brought along this picture of her, and I was going to just at the International Dateline have a little memorial service for her and put something of her in the ocean. We ended up at an island which was my parents' favorite island in Hawaii. They came to Hawaii often, and we're at Koipu Point and Beach. So on this final voyage, as we relocate Ramona Ray today, I'm just going to throw this picture of her into the water and roses. And also on the flip side, you can't quite read it, it was written Skylie. I'll put up an image of Skylie. She passed away 2 days ago on my way here. And so it's kind of remembering Skylie, who accompanied me on many great adventures. You know, life is not without its storms and disappointments, but I guess this last passage of Ramona Ray also I'll remember as a death of my own dream. She's dissolving in the water already. This is organic paper, I am told. So I'm just going to let her float away with some roses. I took this picture of her. We used to go on dates the last few years when I went on Canada. And this day we joined my sister and brother-in-law at a farm they worked at. And there's a scripture that says, she is clothed with strength and dignity and laughs with no fear of the future. Love you, Mom. Skylie. Okay.
All right. Don't know if anyone watching this video can tell, but we're surrounded by rain clouds and we've been hit by rain all morning, and we are currently in a nice pocket of sunlight. So it's meant to be. You said this is your last sail on Ramona Ray, but I hope not. I'm hoping that you'll sail in Japan.
I just talked about the death of the dream, but sometimes you have to push as hard as you can, then realize I came that close with no regrets.
Yeah, you realize when it's time to move on.
Yeah.
But you gave it your best and had an adventure along the way, and you still are.
Thank you.
We made it into Nawiliwili Harbor. We're in the anchorage area now, just outside where we're gonna dock. We didn't have any sails up the whole way because the first 3/4 of the trip it was just straight up wind and not too bad of seas, actually. Pretty calm. I mean, just a bit swelly and rolly. But then as we got around the final point, I don't know the name, but we could probably put it up here. As we got around the final point, as predicted by one of the local fishermen that was talking to Lowell, the swells picked up quite a bit, don't you think, Lowell?
They did indeed. Quite confused and
some breaking and yeah.
probably where we were closest to shore as well.
Yeah, so I was kind of doing a beeline, I can show on the map, kind of a beeline straight for the entrance. And then we started taking all the huge swells on the beam. The boat was rocking real hard, so I brought us back up a bit so we could be a little bit more perpendicular to the entrance and to the swells. Pulled out a little bit of head sail just to give us a little bit of stability, which I think helped. I mean, both helped, I think.
Very good.
Once we did that, the boat calmed down a bit, and then we came into port and got around this ginormous break wall, and everything was finally calm. And Lowell's doing the dock lines and the fenders, and we're almost pulling in. Anything else to say?
I'm not seasick.
Lowell didn't get seasick.
It's been a great, I've enjoyed the last 4 hours.
Yeah?
It's been sporty, it's been wet, it's been wavy. Ramona Ray handles herself well on heavy seas.
Yeah,
she got a good skipper too.
Yeah, she got a bit rolly. Like I said, we didn't have any sails up, which in hindsight I probably would have put a little bit of main up at least, but we were almost directly into the wind the whole time, so it wouldn't have been helping all that much, but a bit, which I should have definitely done, I think, in hindsight. But it's all good, made it in, and yeah, we'll talk more later. See ya.
Arriving back on board Wahine. Okay, back on board Wahine. The first thing I always check is the bilge. Dry.
Thank you for watching. Julia and Tyler, as of today, are still in Kauai. It looks like he has a crew to replace Julia and I. Julia broke her foot, as you saw in the video. It was more than a sprain, as it turns out. They're just waiting for the right weather window. And it's just fitting that it just so happens it's Mother's Day when I post this. So thanks for watching, everybody. And check out the Never Too Late Academy for resources. Please subscribe and like. And live life.